I really couldn't live with. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, I was totally a grumpy old man. When I got my Teeter, that's when it all changed for me. And the more I worked my back, the more relief my back gave me. And that's when I knew that this machine really works. It's so simple and yet so effective. If it wasn't for the Teeter, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It put the smile back on my face. If I was face to face with Roger Teeter, I would cry like a baby because what he gave me was my life back. And I thank him. I thank him for that.
You can just tell me in person.
Oh, God. Thank you, sir. I didn't know you were going to be here.
I love my job, and it's because of testimonies like yours. I wrecked my back, and Inversion changed my life. This is not a gimmick. We're not just selling product. We're selling a changed lifestyle.
Yes.
So many people have written off their ability to move freely because of old age. No, it's the long-term effects of gravity combined with lifestyle, posture, and a whole lot of other things. Teeter's a way to fight back against that.
I can't thank you enough.
Yeah, imagine how you would feel if your life was changed not having pain in it. The number one thing I'm hoping for in this hour is that you guys call in. Those of you who own the Teeter FitSpine, like I do, I personally own this product, I would love for you to call in. Let me give you our toll-free testimonial line. It's 1-866-376-8255. I want to hear from you. I want to hear how this has affected your life. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the FitSpine. It is an FDA-cleared device. It is cleared for the decrease of pain, for sciatica. As a matter of fact, I have a whole list of things that I would love to show you that have been like legally approved. Still can't see it from here, but you guys can read that. I know temporarily decompresses the spine, temporarily realigns the spine and joints, also helps the disc to temporarily rehydrate the spine. It also helps with flexibility. And think about this, how if you could be more flexible and have less pain, how it would change your life. You guys absolutely love this product. As a matter of fact, on hsn.com, it is 4.7 out of 5 stars with 430 reviews. It only takes 4 reviews to be a customer pick. 430 reviews. I would love to introduce our special guest, Roger Teeter. It is a family business, and there he is. I think he's just waking up. He sleeps like that. Hi, Roger.
Hi, Helen. You know, I do this first time in the morning. It is like it's like 2 cups of coffee without the caffeine, and it's instant straightening out your body. I kind of sleep curled up, puts your head back on top of your shoulders, and gives you the energy to take on the grandkids or whatever's coming along.
Yeah, and you know, Roger, this is an amazing deal that we're doing today. Let me kind of walk over to the FitSpine and give you a tour. So this is the same price as the base model of the, you know, from Roger, but what you're getting is all the extras. You're getting this extra cushion down here. This is one of my favorite features, is how cushiony this are to hold your feet in place. You adjust your height. That's the first thing you do. You've got this lumbar support. That's included. There's even these little nodules, which are actually over here at the stand. And what you do is, I'm gonna kind of scooch over here. You take these little nodules and you can attach them to your FitSpine to give you that extra kind of that pressure, acupressure, where you need it. And this is for your head, so it's, you know, nice and comfy. You even get a DVD, so when you get it home, it's like, what did they say? What am I supposed to do? There is the DVD that'll walk you through it. The sale price that we're doing, it's $450 everywhere in the market. Here at HSN, for today, for my show, $329.95. The shipping and handling is actually free. I was gonna say, is it free? Because it was $43 to ship it. It's a big thing. $43 to ship it. Today it is $0. Wow, that's as big a special as anything else. And we're doing 5 flex pay. So 5 months to pay it off. So when you put down $65.99, we send this to you right away. I will tell you a little personal story. I think it was maybe like 5 years ago, I hurt like my lower back. I wasn't like in the gym, I wasn't doing anything crazy. Honest, truthfully, I was doing laundry, I know. I reached over to pick up the laundry basket. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be like in this position for the rest of my life. And it was just like a little movement that, and I got my FitSpine and I'm using it and loving it. And this summer, my husband and I sold our house and we downsized to a condo. And when I say downsize, I had to make a lot of tough decisions about all my shoes, you know, and my clothes and everything. But you know what did make the cut was this. The FitSpine I made it to the downsizing to a condo. This is something that I still have in my house. It's actually, my daughter's in college, so that's where it is. So when she comes home from college this week, she's gonna enjoy that in her room because it's something that I really, really can't live without. And Roger, I know that, you know, lots of people use this. I know the military, professional athletes, it really is like a must-have for them, right, Roger?
Well, it's the only thing it does something really unique. It decompresses the body. You know, virtually every activity you have, from aerobic, anaerobic, Pilates, even yoga headstands, they're all compressive. Teeter is decompressive. Your ankles are secured, and as you invert, you will elongate 1 to 2 inches, all those joints opening up. And this is you inverting now. This is what's going on in your body. You do not need to go to full inversion. But the first thing you're gonna feel is all those stressed out muscles throughout the back letting go. And as they relax and tension runs out your fingertips, you will elongate 1 to 2 inches. Look at that spine straightening out. That can be a source of relief. See, here's the big deal. Those joints opening up, you get a pinched nerve, that's sciatica, you got a degenerative joint disease, you got a herniated disc, you got osteoarthritis. Take the pressure off. And if there's a misalignment, when you decompress the spine and bring it to at or near zero, and you move around, it naturally realigns itself. In fact, that's the results of a study that was done by the U.S. Army. There's so much to check out on the internet. Check U.S. Army and inversion. Check Gulf and inversion, you know, to see what the Teeter can do to improve your flexibility. You know, with the Army, through basic training, they had everybody, this is all 5 classes during the year, about 40 or 50 you know, inductees in each class, inverting 5 minutes at the end of every day for 6.5 years. That's because with all the running, jumping, twisting, turning, there have been misalignments and pressure injuries, compression injuries, and those injuries would cause the trainees to be knocked out of training by the next morning. And they were losing, like 65% of the women would lose training for some period during basic training, 40% of the men. But by inverting 5 minutes at the end of the day, that overuse or misuse would self-correct. You know, you mentioned that when you moved doing laundry, and you know, a lot of people think, how can that one thing, I've done it 100 times, this time it takes my back out. Well, that's kind of the last straw of a long series of injuries that have developed over time when you've had accidents or moved wrong, or sports injuries that accumulate small tears and fissures that then that last move is the one that takes them out. But Teeter can help you keep that spine fit and healthy so that it can take those misuses, those little bumps, without causing injury. So it's as preventative as it is in fact, as far as curing back pain that exists, you can also prevent it from coming in the first place, which is my recommendation. Skip the whole thing.
Yeah, and would love to hear from Dr. Long and Dr. Fry more about the Teeter FitSpine, so take a listen.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves, there's less compression with the facet joints, and the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
Yeah, and again, I would love to hear from you. We want to hear about your experience. I can't tell you how many amazing calls I've had over the years presenting this product. This, by the way, is the latest and greatest. And Roger, I would love for you to go over all the advanced features, because I know that the price is for the base model, but this one has all the extras in it.
Absolutely. This is our most advanced table, and it does have all the extras. In fact, it's got a new name and a new look and new colors because we totally re-engineered it. You know, one of the things that we've heard in our 22 years on HSN is the fact that we love what the table does, but I just wish it was a little more comfortable. Well, Helen, you cannot put foam on an inversion table. And I know there's tables out there with foam on them. Don't be fooled by that, because the main value of inversion is decompression, your body elongating. And with foam, you sink into the foam and you don't elongate. So you have to have a decompression surface that's smooth as ours is. So how do you make it more comfortable without foam? Well, you re-engineer it. We lifted the bed off the frame by about 3.5 inches, and it's actually floating, very much like a hammock, supported on 8 points of floating suspension. I don't know if you can see that, but my knee sinks in 1.5 inches. When you sit on the table, it floats with you, just like a hammock. You know, and the most valuable upgrade, in my opinion, functionally, is this Easy Reach handle. It was actually developed for our clinical use. Very, very fine adjustments. You've also got a foot platform. You can dial big shoes, small shoes, squishy, very soft, comfortable foot clamps, hard backing for structure, 1/2 inch of foam, ergonomically shaped. It's adjustable from 4'8" to 6'6". You would put your height, the last number that you see is your height. It has the lumbar bridge. Now, this not only controls the curvature in your partial inversion, but what I like is if you mount it real low, because you can put it in any one of these many places, and you can control how curved it is. But by putting it low, it kind of grabs your butt and squares your hips before it starts adding traction. The very thing that a chiropractor does when he adjusts, first thing he does is make sure your hips are square, and then he goes on from there. This will do that for you. The acupressure nodes, little wing nuts, there's 8 of them, 2 of each of 4 sizes, and they can be put anywhere on these slots. And these are the thumbs that work on those knots that you sometimes accumulate in your back, or just for a massage. Decompression surfaces, I mentioned. Traction handles, my absolute favorite upgrade. And if you, let's say this is the maximum angle you feel comfortable with, using the easy angle tether strap to stop you at this angle or any other angle you're comfortable with. But let's say you have sciatica, which is a pinched nerve, or a herniated disc, or degenerative joint disease, or osteoarthritis. You know you need more traction than this angle will give you. That's what the traction handles are for. You can actually use arm power and push on these handles and further elongate your body as though you were in full inversion. So in this, that's you inverting. Now, if you work up to that angle, that's kind of the magic angle. Not there, but the same angle as the rear legs, that angle there. That's kind of the magic angle where your joints will decompress to at or near 0, and that's where the discs get to rehydrate at a much higher rate than they would if you're in bed sleeping. In fact, that's kind of the magic why 3 to 5 minutes can make such a difference with the teeter, because when the discs are at or near 0, the rehydration rate is much higher, and that's how they get their nutrition. They do not have a blood supply. So they get their nutrition by absorbing moisture from surrounding tissue, and that's greatly accelerated. And you can mobilize your body. There's lots of grips. There's the easy angle tether strap. There's the traction handles I was referring to. You can go to a shallow angle, push on those handles, and decompress your body mechanically. Now, that's a tough sit-up. Every one
I'm
of
not
those
going to be doing that one, Roger.
Sit-ups.
Yeah, that one's too hard. I said, I'm not going to be doing that sit-up today, Roger.
Well, you can crunches, inverted squats, sculpt the glutes, strengthen the hamstrings, you know. And there is a Teeter Move. It's a new app that we have that you can, it's a free download, Teeter Move. And it has a lot of exercises both on the table, exercises off the table, stretching, classes, animations, and it's some coaching from me and from other professionals. So this is that's a huge plus for those that want to carry it to the next level, and also want to have a reminder of what I said on air, you know, as to what you should be doing when you're going through your inversion. So it's a real great plus. Again, a free download.
I love that, and it's new too.
Yes, brand new.
Brand new, very cool. Yeah, again, this entire company, family-run business for 40 years. I know Roger's daughter, Riley, has been out here and done shows with me. I do own this. You can put the strap on there so that if you want, when you first get it home, I would recommend you do that, because then you can invert to like maybe 45 degrees. But again, you've got these handles, so you really control what you're doing. And just by the movement of your hand, you see how I'm going back further and further, then I'm like, okay, I can go further, then I'll go with my other hand, and then go like a little bit more, and I can go all the way down, and then I grab it with my hands to do that full inversion, and you can even stretch, and you just sort of hang out here. I do it maybe once, sometimes twice a day, and it really has helped me with lower back stress. I will say that this year, I don't know if anybody's with me on this, but it's been like a very, very stressful year, and anything that I can do to have less stress, yes, I can go to the kitchen and eat like a bag of cookies, but that has not been a great strategy. I think that inversion really helps with stress and tension. And when you get stress here and here, it manifests itself in all different ways all throughout your body. So I also want to kind of point everybody to this mat. If you take a look, these mats are available. I know like last time I did a show, they were sold out, so I'm happy that we have them back in stock. And what you can do is there's pictures on the mat for neck stretches and all sorts of stretches that you do, and it's Better Than Inversion program. So these are available. I think I've got the item number here. It's 249639, and it's $52.17. So I did just want to mention that. I've got a couple reviews also I'd like to read. Over in Michigan, I love the Teeter machine. It makes my spine, neck, and back feel great. Over in Alabama, it went together easily, and I really like it. As I get more confident, I know I will enjoy more and more. Here's one in Indiana. This thing is the greatest thing going. I can feel the difference after just 5 uses. I'd love to do another video. Nancy is going to share with you her experience. Oh, there's the mat on the screen there if you want to order that. Nancy is going to share her experience with the Teeter FitSpine, so take a listen.
My back started to really bother me. I don't want to go through life being less and less of myself. I want to be able to do everything and anything that I want to do. The first time that I laid on the Teeter, I got on there, locked my ankles in, laid back, and it was just a relief. I knew it was going to work for me. It's beautifully engineered. It doesn't take up very much space in your house. It's very easy to schedule it into your life. You lay down, you relax, you can meditate for a few minutes, you get off, and you're a new person. The biggest difference the Teeter table has made in my life is that I have physical freedom. I'm probably really boring, because when anyone complains to me about their back, I say, well, have you tried a Teeter table? It helped me so much you have no idea.
All right, now the main thing that's happening here, it's the best price anywhere. So maybe you've gone to a chiropractor, you go one time, how much is that? You know, $60 to $100 for one visit. You're saying, okay, I go 3 times. You can own this. This is the kind of thing that they'll do. Listen, I want you to talk to your doctor, your chiropractor. I'm not a doctor, we're not doctors here. Do your research. This is an FDA registered device for a list of things, and we could put that on the screen. Think about if you've ever had sciatica, how painful that is. Back pain, tension, your flexibility, sore muscles, all right there on your screen, right here. Here's a list of things that I would let me walk over closer so I can see it. But a decompression, back pain, muscle tension, degenerative disc disease, spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal stenosis. And the reason why I want to get closer and actually read it is everything that we're saying out loud here has been legally approved. So so we want to make sure that when you're getting this product, it meets your expectations. I know, do we have more testimonials that we have, Brian? Okay, so we're gonna take a listen and hear what Bob's experience is with the Teeter FitSpine.
I love to golf. I walk 18 holes of golf every Sunday. I was hurting all the time. And golf was a chore. I wasn't hitting the ball that well. I saw the Teeter commercial and I saw one of the guys saying, he inverts and he gets out and he plays. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. After like 10 or 12 days, I was fully inverting and I'm flexing on it. And I'm like, wow, it's giving your spine a mini vacation because you're taking all that pressure off of it, letting it stretch out. It's given me a lot of motion back. My pain is reduced. My outlook is great. And I'm hitting the ball the best I've hit since I've been playing golf, since I was 30. I'm jazzed. I'm just, Every Saturday we take the grandkids for like 5 or 6 hours, and pretty much anything they want to do, I can keep up with them, and that's huge. I mean, that's quality of life. That's big stuff. You can't buy that, and and that's what you want to do. Teeter helps me lead the physical life I want to live. I don't just endorse stuff unless it's made a big change in my life, and this is one of the things that's made a big change in my life.
Yeah, the other thing I'd be thinking of is if I was sitting home watching this, I'm thinking, how do you put it together when you get home? I will tell you that my husband and I put it together. It was very, very simple, but we have a little video that I'd love to show you so you could see how easy it is. I think my note says it takes 10 to 15 minutes. It's sort of an A-frame. Then you put the handles in, you put the main body of it in, and it all snaps into place. You swing it around, and then that's what you adjust by your height. The other thing is, here's another thing. Obviously, I'm a different height than my husband. Well, not obviously, some people are the same height. We're different heights. Whoever walks up to it, make sure it's adjusted for your height, just because you won't be able to do the full inversion if you don't have it adjusted for your height. So I want to mention that. I mean, this is something that is a game changer. What else are you going to do for pain? Certainly there's pills you could take, but obviously I don't have to tell everybody that can go sideways. Maybe you already taken, maybe you do have medication for it, but you're like, you know what? I want to get to the root of what's wrong. I know Roger has an incredible story. I'd actually love to go back to Roger because he's an amazing water skier. I know we have video of him with his grandchildren, but this all came about because he was in an accident. And if not for this product, which was his whole life, he not only would not be able to do the things that you're seeing in this video, the water skiing and playing with his grandchildren, he was like having trouble getting out of bed to take a shower. There's Roger with his daughter Riley, his beautiful grandchildren and family. And I know Roger, I mean, I don't want to take you back to that time and say, what would your life have been without this? But, kind of like necessity is the mother of invention. And that really is what this story is all about, right, Roger?
Absolutely. Helen, I think we all know what lockdown means today. You're stuck in your house. Well, when you got back pain, it's lockdown in your own body. I mean, you really can't do anything. Everything you want to do, you've got to consider, how's that going to do with my back? Is that going to aggravate it? Can I even do it? I thought I might have to give up my skiing that I love. That's how I wrecked my back, Helen. It was actually running the slalom course, and you just saw a video that was just shot a few weeks ago when I was 82 years old, running the slalom course, the very thing that caused my back problem 45 years ago, and I'm doing it today and having a great time. In fact, I've been out water skiing over 70 times this last summer at 82 years old, and that would be impossible if I didn't have the Teeter. Whether it's golf, in fact, you listen to the last testimony, check out the internet, golf and inversion. You'll find that there's an independent study that shows 16 different average golfers and the fact that they substantially reduce the number of strokes, improve their flexibility. There's so many things that the Teeter does besides relieve back pain. It improves circulation, flexibility, corrects posture, stretching and relaxing, improving flexibility. That is such a big deal, especially when you get to be my age, and that allows you to do the things. I mean, how many of you that are listening have stopped doing some of the things that you used to love to do and you wrote it off as old age? I just can't move as freely. No, Teeter can give you the flexibility to bring that back and prevent back pain or even get relief of back pain and prevent it coming in the first place. 3 to 5 minutes a day. It's a way to keep youthful function, youthful flexibility.
into your retirement years.
Yeah, and again, that's, when I see like little kids and, when they fall, they're like made of, my mom's used to say they're made of rubber. Kids would fall and roll. That's not really the case for me anymore, Roger. I love my FitSpine. Yeah, no longer made of rubber. But I think it's made a huge difference in my life. And I'm not even talking about, I cannot water ski like that, nor have I ever been able to, but just, walking around, getting around, feeling comfortable, not feeling like the tenseness in my lower back. And it's something that I do probably every day, every other day. And when I forget to do it for a couple days, I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta go on my FitSpine. Athletes love it, in the military. I mean, everybody has been talking about this product for decades, and now it's time for you to treat yourself. The price that we're doing today is a November holiday Black Friday special. This is the most features we've ever done at the lowest price we've ever done. So it has the most features at the lowest price, and to me, the free shipping, you're saving over $43 just the ship. I mean, honestly, it's not free to ship. We're gonna pay for the shipping. HSN is paying for the shipping. It's $329.95. We're also doing 5 FlexPay, and that's any major credit card. So you could take out MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, debit card, whatever, and you're gonna be able to get your FitSpine sent right to your door with your first credit card payment. And think of, what is your issue? Is it sciatica? Is it tension? Is it muscles, spasms? You really wanna rehydrate your spine by, giving that area, kind of opening up that area by when you do inversion therapy. This is really kind of a technology that chiropractors have been using in their offices, of course, but to have this at home. And by the way, when I say a machine, you don't plug this in. You are in control 100%. So let's go to you, Roger, and tell us, what are we looking at here?
Well, it's really important. Maybe, I hope you caught that beginning of this sequence here, this animation. There was a bright light that was
Roger, we'll play it again. We'll play it again.
There we go. All right, you're gonna see a bright light in just a second. There's the location of it. There it is, a surgically implanted pressure sensor. This is a study done at Gothenburg University in Sweden a number of years ago. Pressure reading in the upper right-hand corner was 100%. There was a lot of different people in the study, but their personal pressure reading was based at 100%, and then different body positions. Well, look at that. It doubles the pressure, but you knew that. You knew you had to be careful bending over. Did you know that? Sitting in perfect posture, 50% higher load on your back. There's the formula for back pain. And isn't that what we're doing today? We're shut down, and we're sitting so much more. Sitting is the new smoking. The loads on your back sitting, and now this last 25%, by the way, goes to bed with you. It's not caused by the gravity in this case, it's caused by the construction of the spine. You have hundreds and hundreds of ligaments. You have 140 muscles in 4 layers. They stabilize the spine, but they also hold it in background compression like a lot of rubber bands. To overcome those rubber bands takes a big force, about 60% of your body weight. There you see the disc being rehydrated when you go to low pressure. There's the body elongating 1 to 2 inches, the spine straightening out, and it relieves major back pain. I mean, FDA has cleared Teeter as a Class 1 medical device. And FDA has said Teeter is indicated for 10 different common causes, some very serious causes of back pain. Back pain, sciatica, that's a pinched nerve, spinal degenerative joint disease, a spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension, herniated disc, that is huge, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm. That spinal degenerative joint disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis. And Teeter deals with all 10 of those, which are caused, they're different causes, but Teeter deals with them because Teeter gives relief of back pain 4 different ways. It stretches and relaxes all the muscles of the back. It decompresses the joints, takes the pressure off. You have a pinched nerve, herniated disc, a degenerative joint disease, take the pressure off. Less pressure is less pain. When you do take the pressure off, also, if there's a misalignment, it will reconnect itself. And very important, when you invert and relax, the discs are rehydrated. The reason Teeter can be so effective in just 3 to 5 minutes is that your discs are avascular. It means they do not have their own blood supply. They do not get nutrition through blood. They get it through absorbing moisture from surrounding tissue. Well, that only happens under low pressure. When you're upright, you actually lose moisture from your discs, and they become thinner, and you become shorter by the end of the day. We're going to talk about daily height loss in a little bit. It's very interesting. You can all experience it in your own body. But when you invert with the teeter, you're bringing those discs to at or near zero. Remember, lying down at the Nakamson study in bed, it's still 25% of standing body weight. Well, you rehydrate at that pressure, but it's slow. With the teeter, you can take the joints to at or near zero and greatly increase that acceleration of hydration, and that is what rejuvenates and refreshes and feeds and nourishes the discs. It keeps them healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is something that I own. It's one of these things that it's like a relaxing, minute. Like maybe you take a cup of tea in the afternoon to relax. Well, you get on your FitSpine and you just kind of completely decompress, literally decompressing. They say, oh, I just want to decompress. I just want to chill out. You're literally decompressing. I can feel it like right here in my spine as I go into full inversion. It just feels so amazing. And sometimes when I'm like this, I can actually feel it like, okay, that one just released, that one just released. It feels so amazing. You kind of can stretch a little bit. And when you want to come back up, notice how when I'm moving my arms and then I bend my knees a little bit, you're in complete control. I don't even need my arms to come back up. I can kind of shift my weight very slightly. It's so easy to do. And it's something that, you could do every day. We've got more videos, more testimonials. It's Jim Joseph. We're going to take a listen, and then we'll be right back.
Pain was part of my life, and not doing the things I love became part of my life. My daughter stopped asking me to do anything anymore with her because it's always my back, my back. The teeter comes along, and it's like the light bulb goes off in my brain. I felt my body completely stretch out. Life is great again because I can live it, because I can participate in it. Now that the teeter's here, Jim is back. Jim is back, and they cannot stop me.
All right, well, you see people like loving this. I would love to hear from you guys. We've got another 30 minutes in our show. Our toll-free testimonial line is 1-866-376-8255. Give us a call if you own the FitSpine. We want to hear about your experience. But what I can tell you today is that this is the best price we've done. This is the last visit of 2020, your last opportunity to feel better. And we've got like a full screen version of all the things this can do for you, and I'd love to go through that with you, whether it's tension or pain. I want you to raise your expectations, what the FitSpine can do for you. We've got 5 flexible payments. It's only $65.99 to get home. When you take a look at all of the, like how it's pressure relieving, Roger, that's what we're seeing now, right?
Right. Well, first the thing you're going to experience, even in partial inversion, is those stressed out back muscles are going to release and let go, and you'll feel the tension running out your fingertips. And as you relax, you'll elongate 1 to 2 inches. You have a pinched nerve, herniated disc, take the pressure off. Having those joints open up, take the pressure off, and also very, very important, encouraging those discs to rehydrate and increase their nutrition. This is, and just 2 to 5 minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, you kick back and enjoy a great stretch. You're not really doing anything. And it's much better to have several short sessions as opposed to one long one, helping those discs to rejuvenate and rehydrate, 2 or 3 times a day will keep that flexibility. And there's all kinds of bonus things. Posture, for example. Most of us we don't have as good a posture as we think we do. We stand in front of the mirror, and we're looking good, and then we walk away and go to our default position caused by too much sitting, looking at that small screen. When you're in poor posture, you're asking soft tissue, not bones, to resist gravity, and it can't do it. So people that sit in poor posture over extended periods of time, they will have body shape changes. You've seen them, especially in a lot of the younger kids that are bent over those small screens. That bad posture can translate
into back problems and back pain and back misalignments because you're putting high pressure on different parts of your joints that they can't really take for long periods. This is the aging spine. Folks, this is life on this planet. This figure is not gaining weight, but he sure is changing body shape. He's losing height. As he loses height, he bulges out in the center. A lot of that middle age spread is not weight gain. It's internal organs winning the race to the floor. Look at the discs on the older gentleman. They're much thinner. He simply doesn't have the ability to move freely. Keeping those discs hydrated, keeping them flexible and able to go through a full range of motion, that's what the Teeter can do for you in just 3 to 5 minutes in your own home. And you don't have to change clothes. You can do it in virtually any clothes whatsoever.
That's a really good point, Roger, that it's not like, okay, I've got to get in a special outfit, I've got to do this. You really could do it any time during the day. And you were saying about 3 to 5 minutes a day, Roger?
Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes. You know, and I want to point out something that, you know, we all want to keep our youth. What are you doing to keep your skin youthful? A lot. I mean, you don't wait for the wrinkles to show up. You know they're coming, so you get ahead of the curve and you start taking care of your skin because you know the aging is a problem for skin. Same with hair or, you know, for your heart. The spine is no different than any other part of your body. A regular program of proper maintenance of the Teeter will help you keep youthful flexibility, youthful function, and, you know, and this is very important. Don't give away your age by how you move. You know, people are so focused on how they look, but then they move old, you know, because they don't have the range of motion, they don't have the flexibility. Teeter will help you keep that youthful flexibility. You'll look better in your clothes because good posture is more attractive. You'll have the full range of motion of your joints. You'll be able to do the things that you love to do. Like I'm water skiing I'm 82, and I got out water skiing 70 times this summer, actually over 70 times, and a lot of them running the slalom course. And I'm able to do it with my grandchildren. You know, that's precious. That is absolutely precious.
Yeah, and Roger, you and I have presented this over the years, but we have got the lowest price with the most features. I mean, this is the last visit of 2020, the last visit of the year. Whether you're getting this as a holiday gift, and by the way, we are doing our extended holiday returns, so it's not the usual 30 days. You have until January 31st, 2021 for returns or exchanges. If for whatever reason at all, you don't love the FitSpine, but I know you will. I love all the features. We've got extra features, and then the price is like, it's the lowest we've ever done, $329.95, because we're adding the free shipping and handling. There's no shipping. Well, obviously it costs to ship, but we're gonna pay for it. You also have 5 months to pay this off with no interest and no fee. Yes, we of course would love it if you use your HSN card, but you can use any major credit card. It's the exact same price, the exact same flex pay, no matter what credit card you use. As a matter of fact, if you don't have an HSN card, we do have a promotion from now till the end of the month, I know at least, yeah. Through December, I was gonna say, it's $20 off a single item purchase at time of approval when you open and use your new HSN card. There's no annual fee to have the HSN card, but you can call 1-800-695-1418, or you can go to hsn.com and in the search bar put HSN card. It takes about a minute to get your card, and then you could put this on and then do that first flex payment, take the $20 off the item. I mean, it really is, I think it's one of those things that can actually change your life. I know we've got more amazing testimonials of people that have used this product, so take a listen and we'll be right back.
Pain that I was experiencing was all-encompassing. It was very discouraging for me. And that's when I really became my own advocate. I figured no one's going to care about my back pain as much as me. And that's when I came across the Teeter Inversion table. The anatomy, the physiology, the research, it just all made sense. It was simple. And the first thing I noticed when I got off my Teeter Inversion table was like, wow, this is great. That really, you know, it stretched it out. And I really noticed a big difference that something is happening here. I use my Teeter every day. I stretch, I listen to a little music, I breathe. It's something I look forward to. It makes me feel good. I love my Teeter. It's one of the best investments I've ever made.
Well, I'm happy to report that we have a phone call from someone who owns and uses the FitSpine. We're gonna go to Massachusetts and welcome Sam into the show. Hi, Sam, you're live on HSN. My name is Helen.
Hi, Helen.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah, I bought the Teeter in September when you had a sale on it, because I had, I think it was sciatica. I couldn't even walk around the building with my dog.
Oh.
And I mean to tell you, I did the stretching exercises they have on the app and used the table. Within 2 weeks, completely gone.
Oh,
Yes.
I love that. Roger, what do you say to Sam?
I am fantastic. You know, Sam, I really appreciate your phone call because that's why I'm doing this at 82. I don't need to be doing this except for payback, like phone calls like yours. I love changing lives like it changed mine.
Yeah, I'm 66, and I mean to tell you, I do it twice a day, sometimes 3 times, and it's amazing the difference it makes.
Love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm becoming a full-time RVer in 2 years, and one way or another, this sucker's going in the RV with me.
See, you're downsizing like I did, and this is something you're not going to give up, right, Sam?
My only problem is when I go back, the dog wants to lick my face, and I have to keep pushing her out of the way.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Sam, thank you so much for calling and taking the time to share your story. I love that.
Thank you.
I want to go through a couple things that Sam mentioned because he's talking about space, and I do want you to see that the Teeter does fold up if you have a storage issue in just a couple of seconds. And fairly compact, so you can put it, you know, behind a couch or in a closet. Springs into action in literally 2 seconds. This is our most advanced table. You know, you mentioned that it's $329.95. You know, this is we've been on HSN 22 years, and you know what our price was when we first came on HSN?
I think I do know.
Same price, $329. It's the exact same price.
Right.
And
right.
Since then, this table has over $200 worth of upgrades over and above that introductory table. So
yeah.
anyways.
I love that you folded that up, Roger, because like I said, this is, my daughter's in college, this is in her room, and I can fold it up when she comes back, and you can put it against the wall. I do have it against the wall when she's home.
Okay. Wanted to also show, you know, really point out, this table comes virtually assembled, 85% assembled. This part, all these small pieces, fully assembled out of the box. The bed is also fully assembled. The A-frame's fully assembled in the sense all 4 corner feet are on, spreader arms are on. You know, the easy angle tether straps attached. The only thing you really have to do is mount these upgraded handles, which are 3 machine screws and 1 bolt. There's also 2 bolts related to packing. You don't even have to align anything up. You'll see, in fact, you'll see it in this animation. Those are the 2 bolts that are part of packing, actually. So you got 3 big pieces, A-frame, bed, and the main shaft. That's it. You'll spend more time getting it out of the box.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. By the way, we do have about 15 minutes left in the show. If somebody would like to call in, we probably could get in one more caller. Our toll-free testimonial line is 1-866-376-8255. But I don't want you to wait because this is your last opportunity at this price. The price is going away at the end of the visit. This is the visit right here, right now, and we're doing it for $329.98. I mean, think about how much would you spend to get one massage or to go to a chiropractor one time. You've covered the price of the entire FitSpine, and we're doing free shipping and handling. What is that, $43 and change? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's a lot. This is a lot to ship, but we're gonna pay for that. Today for this show, we're paying for that. It's not always gonna be free shipping, I'll tell you that right now, but today it's free shipping and handling. Today it's the sale price, and today 5 flex pay of $65.99. You're reading the reviews at the bottom of the screen. Very easy to assemble. I loved it, you know, quality construction. I felt amazing using it. The machine arrived quickly. I'm happy with this purchase. 430 reviews on hsn.com make this a customer pick. I don't have to worry if you guys will love it. I am the most confident that you will love it. Those of you who are ordering this, hoping that it's gonna make things like sciatica and spinal stenosis and the tension and posture and flexibility, hoping to improve that, it will. We're gonna take a listen to Mike, who is another satisfied user, so take a listen.
My back has always been the Achilles heel. And there's nothing worse than having the lower back pain. You can't get any comfort. And I'm tossing and turning. I would keep my dog up. My dog would sleep all day because I was keeping her up at night. And I just didn't like my quality of life, and there wasn't much I could do. I would lay on the floor and I would roll over and do stretches and deep knee bends and all that. And then I saw the Teeter commercial and I took the step. Something so simple has been such a big change in my daily quality of life. The minute I got on it, I was like, whoa, this is pretty neat. I knew I was gonna keep it for life. It's like I go to a spa right in my house for 5 minutes and I get up and I'm, honey, what do you want me to do today? Incorporating the Teeters really, to me, it's been night and day, and that's what's made the big difference in my life.
All right, we are going to do a disclaimer. We're not going to guarantee that your husband will get that honey-do list done if you get him the FitSpine. That we cannot guarantee that. That is completely, that's beyond my control. But what I can tell you is this is the less than 10 minutes left of the show. This is the last show of, the last shows of the visit in November, and the price goes away. So $329.95. Roger was just saying they've been on HSN for 23 years. That's the price of the original Teeter. We're kind of doing a big celebration here, but all those upgraded features, over $200 an upgraded feature, where you've got the handles, you've got, again, how cushy it is on the ankle, you've got the lumbar support, you've got the nodes that you can put in that we include for any of that acupressure. All of it is included, free shipping and handling, just $65.99. What would you do for your health for $65.99? Something that you pay one time. By the way, $329.95. I've paid that much to get my hair done once, and then my grays come back in, Donna. That does not seem fair. That does not seem fair. But I'll tell you, the FitSpine is some of the best money I've ever spent for myself. And if you're just saying, well, I just want to look good in my clothes, when you've got great posture, I'll tell you, you stand taller, you look slimmer. Roger was talking about, and I'd love to show that video again of the aging spine, because Roger, you were saying that it's not like that person has gained weight. It's just that over time, your body shape changes, right, Roger?
Absolutely. We lose height, and as we lose height, we bulge out in the center. And a lot of that middle-age spread is not weight gain, it's internal organs winning the race to the floor. It's a compression injury, if you will. The big deal is not just the loss in figure, it's the fact that height loss is in the soft tissue of the joints. That's where you lose your flexibility. Look at the discs in the older gentleman. They're so much thinner. He doesn't have the range of motion. He can't do it. You need to keep those discs well hydrated and to keep their full thickness and their full range of motion. That's what allows you the ability to be active. I got Spiny out here, and I wanted to point out a couple of things. These dark lines are your discs. They're the fluid-filled shock absorbers in your spine, and they're constantly changing their fluid content. You saw the aging spine over time. Well, the aging spine actually occurs during a single day. In a single day, we all lose like 3/8 of an inch or half an inch of height, and that's because these discs lose height. Now, the discs control the size of the opening that nerves come through. The discs control the size of the opening that nerves come through, and so a thin disc means a pinched nerve. And Teeter's a way to keep those discs well hydrated, keep the opening that the nerve comes through clear so there's no pinched nerves, and it improves flexibility. When you invert and relax, these discs pick up moisture. They can increase several percent in height, and you're taller. You know how when your pants get tighter in the afternoon? That's not lunch. It's because you're shorter. It's a compression thing. And you get in the car to drive home, you adjust the rear view mirror down, that's because you're shorter. That's because these discs have lost height. The chance of pinching nerve roots goes up. And even if the nerve isn't pinched, the disc loses flexibility, shock absorption, and you are not able to be as active as you'd like to be. Keeping those discs well hydrated, keeping your flexibility, full range of motion is what will help you keep that youthful flexibility, that youthful function, and you will look and move more youthfully. This is you inverting. Now, you don't need to go to full inversion, But, you know, as you relax, those discs, those muscles in the back, they stretch and relax. And as you relax your back, you will elongate 1 to 2 inches. That's a real number. Look at that spine straightening out. That can be a cause of relief. But you got a pinched nerve, herniated disc. Take the pressure off. And, you know, and that also helps the disc to rehydrate. You know, and all of this, you know, this is so easy. It works like a teeter-totter. It moves as you move arm weight, or I bend my knees and move my body weight. I wanted to demonstrate the traction handles. You know, at this angle, this maybe is the maximum angle you feel comfortable with. Well, with the traction handles, you can use arm power and further elongate your body as though you were in full inversion and still stay on that easy angle tether strap. Or you could take the tether strap off, work up to this angle. This is the magic angle where your own body weight will elongate you 1 to 2 inches and help those discs to rehydrate. Full inversion, you don't need to go here. But 50% of regular people, regular invertees do go to full inversion because of the extra freedom. And, you know, you've got the flexibility of a much younger man. You know, and you can move around freely. You can also turn the teeter into a workout station if you want. This is the toughest crunch of the planet. Inverted squats, sculpt the glutes, strengthen the hamstrings. You know, when you're over 82 like I am, it's functional fitness that counts. Yeah. Joints that work so you can keep up with the grandkids and have a life. And even when you get off the table, if you don't jump, you'll feel like you can. Bring
Roger,
on those grandkids.
Very impressive, Roger, with those crunches. I think I haven't seen you do those crunches. We usually have a model named Matt who's in the studio who does those. I love that you jumped in and did the crunches.
Yeah, they're every one of those counts for about 10 regular inversion, regular sit-ups. So it's one heck of a way to build a six-pack.
I love it. I love it.
Very important, when you're fully inverted, you do not put any loads on the back. You do a sit-up incorrectly, you can actually hurt your back. An inverted sit-up, even though it's 10 times harder, puts no loads on the back whatsoever because you're really hanging on your ligaments.
You know, I want to make sure we get in one more video before the show is over. We've only got a couple more minutes, but I want you to take a listen to Dr. Tantz as we close out our show. I'll be right back after this.
The discs that sit here are like shock absorbers we have on the car. So when you get up in the morning, you may be 6'1". When you go to bed at night, you're actually about 6'1½". You lose 1/4 to 1/2 inch of height as these shock absorbers get squeezed and the water comes out of them. Then when you're asleep, they rehydrate. One of the advantages, I think, of Roger's device is that you can do this during the day too and give yourself kind of a break from the constant pressure on your back and on these shock absorbers to allow them to rehydrate by taking all the pressure off and letting them have some freedom. People that get on a standard routine and do it again and again do far better than people that go for 3 weeks of therapy and then re-injure again in a year, go for 3 weeks therapy. A daily routine, which is what Roger's recommending, I think is a very good way of getting your back in great shape so that as we stay vertical for our lives, we don't start breaking down later on.
Yeah, and I love all the testimonials that we've had. If you're still on the fence as this show closes, I would love for you to go to hsn.com and put in the item number, which is 634808. Read some of the reviews. There's 430 of them, so I know it's a lot of reviews. You don't have to read every single one, but you're gonna get an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the people that have purchased this, how this literally changed their life. If you have sciatica or back pain, muscle tension, if you know, just thinking, I wish I had the posture that I had, 20 years ago. This is really a game changer. If you've ever been to like a chiropractor and done inversion, you know the benefits of inversion, but this is an FDA-registered Class 1 medical device. Spinal stenosis, spinal degenerative joint disease, back pain, muscle tension, so many other things. You're getting the temporary relief of a herniated disc, facet syndrome, muscle spasm, sciatica, sciatica. I mean, you think about what would you do to have temporary relief of some of all these things. It's honestly debilitating, but with the FitSpine in your house, well, I think this would be a wonderful gift for somebody. And you know, it is also, I think tension exacerbates all of this. And this year has not been the most relaxing year. Of course, I don't have to tell you guys that, right, Roger? Isn't this also help with relaxation?
Absolutely. It's the number 2 reason that people actually buy it. It's stress relief. And well, Andrew Lessman was on one of our HSN shows a few months ago, and I asked him, why does he invert personally? Because he's been doing it 40 years, as long as I have. And he said he does it for meditation. It clears the mind. My daughter, Riley, said she couldn't have got through the university if she didn't invert 5 minutes for every 2 hours of study.
Roger, that's all the time we have in this hour.
Oh, no.
I want to thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And you know, we'll leave with Roger inverting at his house. Thank you so much. I want to thank my model, Donna, as well. I'm going to be shopping with you for the next 2 hours. Lots of amazing things, but I'd love everybody to take a listen. Andrew Lessman has a monthly special, so take a listen, and then I'll be right back with some amazing beauty specials after that.